Go ahead.
Hey guys, momentaijankguy here, bringing you a versus video. It's going to be my friend on the left playing Red Purple Law, me on the right playing Hody Jones. As you can already see, I already messed up the game. It's 4 life. I just finished a turn. It was Reiju. So I got like the 4 life. I got stuck in my head. Bubbled got 9th, but we fixed that after. It's like a small like random fix. So it didn't really mess up the game or anything. Again, so I do apologize that. So I am going first because we already posted my league before that. We already rolled dice and stuff. So I played the Cammy tournament. It's like the pudding. You could look at top 4, add 1 fishman or merfolk, but there are no other merfolk besides Cammy, and Cammy cannot search your stuff, unfortunately. And so as a joke, I just tapped the Hody, and I was like, oh, it's a 5 life leader. And so I just put it to the bottom. Which I believe it is the correct card too, because I didn't organize it. I just put it at the bottom. So he goes his 2 Dawn, passes the turn. I untap the Hody, and I believe I play the Mihawk from the new structure deck. This Mihawk's pretty good. It's pretty insane. And in this deck, it is really good because there are a lot of 4 cost slash characters. So that I played the Ramada, very strong card. Too bad we don't get to see like what it does. It basically gets to swing twice, which is very nice for 1 Dawn. So it's you attack, you at the end of the attack he gets 1,000 already on the attack. He gets 1,000 power, then he unsuspend himself, then he add a life, but you just tap Hody, so you just go 6/6. So it's 2 swing, which is very nice. So he plays the Azoro for 3 swings. I take it. And he was just asking me what it does because it's his first time playing Hody Jones. It is my first time playing the deck. I was able to finish it today. I will have a deck profile for it later after this video is uploaded. And then he plays Raise Max. I think it's Raise Max or like Max or something like that. It's another Gordon. So he minuses 3k, he bottom decks it, and proceeds to play a Beppo. And I think Beppo skills like on play or when attacking. If you have less Dawn than any opponent, you get added on. So it keeps him healthy, keeps him ahead. And I do misplay a little bit. So just letting you guys know that, because I am like the first time was the deck. But so far it felt pretty smooth, pretty easy. The deck does not draw cards. It does not draw cards at all. So if anybody tries to board wipe you, it's very hard to recover. So I proceeded to tap 5, but I was like, hold on, give me 1 second, I'm going to tap the leader first. So the leader skill is you can suspend him, rest 1 of the opponent's Dawn or 3 cost characters, then you cannot add cards from your life to your hand with your effects. And so the 5 cost I just played is basically a buffer version of Mihawk. But it doesn't matter how many cards or many characters on your board. On play, you can play a 4 cost or lower Fishman from your hand without paying the cost, and then if you do afterwards you add a life to your hand, but since I tap the leader I don't have to. So it's just letting but the play. I proceed to play the Xander. Xander's a pretty dumb card. On play you trash a card in your hand that is a Fishman or the Arc Noah, and you can kill any character and rest. It doesn't matter the cost, the power doesn't matter. You just straight up kill it. He proceeds to start with his turn. And now I was gonna use my Dawn, but he's like, here, he's like, here, use this Dawn, and the Dawn's pretty nice. They're all crying. Proceeds to swing 5 of the leader, and on the attack, he's like, oh, I have 5 Dawns, so he gets added on. Keeping him in the game. I block was the 2k Mihawk in my hand. And he's like, you finally get to see my jank, and I was like, oh, what? It's the Uta from like the that mini film deck you got like in the game first started, I believe, or I think it's at 1, but it's like the fancy version. On play you can add back a 3 cost red character or less that isn't herself. So he's like, it adds back my Utas, my Sanjis, my Zoros, and I was like, hey, that's pretty good, that's pretty cool. I like to see that. I like to see spicy text. So he returns 3, bottom decks is Xander, which is perfectly fine because it's only a 2k body, so you gotta commit 3 down for it to attack. Then proceeds to play Reiju, and I was like, oh shit. He gets to draw 2 cards. So I go to my turn. Looks like he has got 7 cards in his hand because obviously he has less down than I do. So just super nice, like how good that Reiju is. So I proceed to tap the leader for the skill, nothing to rest, nothing to suspend, so I can play Hody Jones without having to add a life to my hand. So I suspend the Uta and the Reiju. And then at this point, he has too many cards in his hand, so I'm just gonna try to poke out the board and try to clear out as much as I can. Because if you can see right there were only 2 cards in my hand, and the only consistent way to like draw cards or 1-for-1 is the Kami and adding life to the hand. But Hody Jones is pretty aggressive. I've been telling people that that it is just green Bello Betty. You spit out a board and you just hope everybody hits. Because Bello Betty doesn't draw, this deck doesn't draw. Only difference that has 5 life. And it's mono green. And if you know from Digimon, I'm a green player. And so he's playing Fire Fist. I did not know what that card did. And he was like, so the first part is like, minus 4k to one of my characters. So he used it on the Hody Jones. So the Hody Jones is only 4k. He can't pop it, I think, because he's out of 2 lives at 3. I was like, oh, dang. So he attaches the Dantu's leader, attach 6 into the Hody. And I like spazzed out right here. I was like, oh, okay. 6 to my 5. I was like 7. He's like, are you gonna drop another card? And I was like, oh right. He's 6. I can't block. He's the other card in my hand is out of counter. So proceeds to knock out my Hody. And I believe he plays a Gordon. I plays a Gordon and reduces the guy in the middle, not on the in front of Hody. And he goes 5 to the 3. I can't block it. You got to take it. And he does the Lost Go again to bottom deck the Kami. And I believe he plays another Beppo. Yeah, plays the Beppo to get a Dawn back. So that way, on his starting turn, he will be at 4 Dawn, which is very, very nice. Yeah, I'll bring out these new sleeves that I got that this company had. I think they're better for Pokemon and like Digimon, but not for One Piece because One Piece cards are a bit too thick. So it was like not nice to shuffle. So I was debating about tapping the Hody here, but I was like, I need some cards in my hand. And so I just proceeded to play another Hody Jones, adding a card in my hand, adding the 9-drop secret Zoro. And so also at this point, I'm like, okay, I need to clear the board because he's only doing like 2 to 3 attacks minimum each turn. And I was like, I got to at least try to cut it down to 1 attack. So I attach 2 down to the Mihawk. I try to go 6 to the Beppo, and then it just goes 8 to life. And then I passed the turn with, I believe, 3 cards in hand. 2 are not counters, and I think 1 is a Hachan 2k counter. He goes 6 to the Mihawk. I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. I can't really do anything about that. He's been on the board since turn 2. Proceeds to go 5 in the leader. I drop a letter Mihawk in my hand. There we go, Mihawk, not Hachan. I think it's the Hozu, the active main. You can suspend one of the opponent's 4 cost or less, and then you get 1,000 power. Then you add a card from your life to your hand. Proceeds to return 3 Dawn just so we can get some more pressure on the board. Plays the Film Blocker. This blocker is pretty insane for a 3 cost. It matches whatever the leader is whenever the leader attacks. Its power, we give its power. So basically, whenever the leader attacks, when he blocked, it's always a 1k counter to stop it. Because if let's say they attach all 10 Dawn, sorry about that. So if he attaches like 10 Dawn to the leader and he swings, he blocks, it's 15k, and then you just block with a 1k counter. It's a super nice card. I do proceed to pay 9 for the Zoro, and he's like, I'm about to get beat down by this Zoro. So I take out the Zoro, And then I go 6 in the leader. Yeah, this red blocker is pretty insane. It's pretty dumb. And so like all you need to do is drop 1, but I'm pretty sure that law is a 1k counter. So he's at 3 Dawn.
Just don't look at him.
And I don't think he has enough resources to try to neg the Zoro enough to bottom deck it. So he swings 5 of life. And I just block the 2k. It's like that's all I have. Like I'm not trying to add as much cards in my hand right now. Because right now, currently on the field, I have 5 swings. Zoro swings 3 times. I have Hody at the Hody leader. 2% to take that because I can't block it.
Restarting the game.
He's like, I'm restarting the game. I got. He goes from 3 down to no down. I'm like, oof.
3, 4, 5.
But he's got a grip in his hand. 4 cards right now.
Total cost is 3.
Yeah.
Forgot that was a card too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to give you guys some more versus videos because the format now it's pretty fun. I'm having fun with Raju, having fun with Gecko, having fun with now with Hody. I already updated Katakuri and I need to update availability a bit more. And I have been playing Green Purple Dolphin, and that's been a lot of fun too.
Sick. Back.
That'd be a wrap.
So here I'll go for the Cammy play. Look at the top 4. I potentially could have. I think I could have won this turn, but I didn't want to be too rational about it because I do have a lot of like power on my board. I have 3-9, which is 27,000 back to back, and then the Hody for 8, and then the lead for 5. And so I added the Arlong was the Cammy. And so I then proceed to play the Hoizu, which is active main. So I tap the leader, so I don't have to add a life to my hand. And so skill, I can rest 4 costs or less once per turn, and then he gets 1,000 power for the turn. And then he thought it was a 1 attacking. He's like, oh, it's an active main.
So he just suspended, right?
I don't know why he rested everything, but I mean, he already talked to Zoro, so like the leader being rested doesn't matter. But yeah, so I suspend his blocker, that way I can apply like max pressure. And so I swing 8 into it there. I have 2 cards in hand. I then proceed to swing 9 on the attack. I'll make sure, because the first time using the card, to use the skill. I'll go 9 the leader. And then he doesn't have 80 Dawn, so he's only going to go to 2 next turn. And just to be safe, I wouldn't have to worry, because if I didn't do this, I would have lost. I played the Arlong, and I trashed a card in my hand so his suspended leader cannot swing next turn. So it can unsuspend, but it cannot attack. And so I'm like, oh, I'm good. I have no cards in hand. He only has 1 swing, only 2 Dawn, and a dream. He needs to go 7. I can't stop it. And then he just passes the turn because that's all he can do because his leader can't swing. He's like, I got 7 cards in a dream.
7 cards in a dream.
So I activated skill just so we get the additional 1,000. So I swing 7 over the Reiju.
7 life.
Oh my! I just realized you can swing with that thing.
Yeah, it's what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And I'm counting how many swings I have on the board, which is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 swings if I put Dawn on the Cammy. Counters out from the Hody, and then I'm gonna pay 2, just for like put salt on the wound. I'm gonna KO the Reiju with the Xander. I go 9 into the leader. I put some more onto the leader. And obviously, active main, I can pay 2 to unsuspend it. But yeah, but that's the game. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you guys next time.
Nothing too crazy in there.